Welcome. I am Piggy1, Master Pig King, and this is the Pig Pen. Thank you for stopping by. Me, right now, Pig Pen. So, lately, I've been talking about training your pig the way I was trained. But there is many different kinds of pigs out. There are those pigs that are not trained, and there are pigs that are trained. There are pigs, boars, regular pigs, cows, and there is, or many main pigs, and every kind of king. And there is pig slaves. Now the difference is, pig slaves have a master. They are told what to do. They are ordered. Their free will, well, they do have some will, but they do as they're told. They have no choice. Then you have, basics, they're the same with everything. They all are sexual creatures. I am a pig. I do have a sexual side. It is aggressive sometimes, as it can go from passive to aggressive. But that isn't the main focus of that is the main focus of my training. But the purpose was to have a hand. You serve a hand. You're not just free some pleasure, but to serve them. Being a pig is 24/7, and it is a commitment. So what I'm going to talk about is different. It's the basics of a pig, the morale of what a pig thinks, or how it should be treated. There are rules, morals, whatever you want to call it. Back in slavery, in Assam, both have rules. Both are guided by rules and rituals and training and piggery. There really isn't no rules, but the pig, the way I am, you have free will. You have the choice to say yes or no. You have no master. You value the known. If something gets in your way, you fight through it, and you move that obstacle. I am stubborn, picky, and I will fight what I believe in. I will give you my mind, tell you what I think, whether it's hurtful or not. That is part of yourself, part of being a pig, because one of the main focuses is before you start anything, that you gotta know yourself. You've got to reach in in the innermost regions and find that kind of primitive side, that primitive primal force that that you that governs every man. It it gives you your anger, it gives you your love, your lust, your greed, and every other emotion. It is primal. But you have to learn and pull that power forward. It's useful in some ways. In training, it's useful in everyday life. You might get a handler that likes rough play. You have to learn to take it, and you have to learn to give it. You have to learn to go into that primal energy. Use it. It is you, it is yourself. It could be a belief or anything you are. Anything that you think you are, it's you. But the main focus is your rights. You have every right. You are human, but you do follow certain rules. Here they are. You have no master. You value the no man. You let no man control you unless it is upon your will. You say yes or no. You do nothing against your will. When a scene is before a scene is performed, it shall be discussed. It must be discussed on and agreed upon. Everything a pig and handler does, it is a relation. Whether it's a friendship or not, it's a relation. You are part of your hand. You are a appendage on. So you don't cut that appendage off. You will go on with your hand. The pig chooses the same as much as the human chooses the pig. And when it's chosen, when the pig chooses you, you know, as the handler you know. Because a pig chooses her life. The pig is loyal to its leader. Once it finds a hand, once he knows he is the right handler, he gives you his loyalty. He gives you his honor. Loyalty and honor, they mean everything to him. You're loyal to him, and you will are loyal to close friends or family. Your handler once shows you are loyal for life. Once he puts up that father around you now and accepts you as his kid, you are loyal to him for life. Break that loyalty is break your honor. And honor is a hard thing to move together. Many pigs and anyone else that believes in honor plays a great role in life. And in a pig's life, some people still believe in honor. But if you choose a handler, then things get tough. And things will get tough for you if you don't discuss what goes on in life today. It will be tough. So the pig, pig, when it gets time being tough and you don't talk, you don't communicate with your handler. You don't want no, you wouldn't know what to do, what's going on in your life. So let's say at night, the pig That's this or sneaks in and gets the key to the lock. And he drops that lock when you break your arm right there. And you run from his home. Your honor is broken. Honor doesn't, it means to, if they take breaks that honor, then that honor really won't mean anything. So if he runs away, and your handler that finds you, or you go back to a seat in your hand and want him to take you back, he has a choice. He will take you back, or he won't. If he takes you back, then he's willing to work. But trusting you would be very hard. You would have to earn his trust back. So, honor, loyalty, and respect goes a long way with it. There's punishment. There's this punishment is hard, must be hard, because that's the only way a big can learn. Will know. It's at your heart, it's your firm, faith, and not a heart. But there's a time to be kind, a time to cuddle with him. Let's say if he has a problem and it's real bad, maybe there's some death in the family or whatever, and emotionally he's a wreck. The handler will sit down and talk, comfort you. You listen to him. You give him that chance. He wants to help you. He's there for you in this time. He is there for you anytime. And you don't want to play that too much with. So he will help. If he can, he will help you get through those. Because what use is it big if he is the right emotion? A pig must learn, not just of himself, not just learn how to look into it, but he must learn he could go beyond his limitation. What I mean by limitation is, let's say, call it impact. But with quality, you have to learn. You go through, you start out light, and once you get used to that thing, you advance up to the next step, and the next. That is with everything. You learn the purpose of the play. Like I said, it's not just sexual. It is serving. Serving your community. Not having and tell you, order you on what to do. You see it and you do. If he asks you a simple question, get me my shoes, or get me a glass of water, you get up and do it. If you don't feel, if you feel silly, you tell him. I don't really feel to do anything with that. When, if you say no to them at any time, you have to know there will be consequences and you will pay. But before those consequences happen, both you and him will sit down and communicate. You will ask me why. If your reason is not clear, well then consequences must be known. And you must accept anything that happens. Any punishment, any this, it's up to your family. Your family is your best friend. He is your father figure. He is whatever. He is here for you, to guide you, and help you make the right decision in life. He is here to protect you. He only wants the best. You give your all to him. You do so. You play him. You serve him. You're giving your all to him. So he gives his all to you. It's it's a win-win game. But you must, he will treat you like this. But take that as a human, because the human side of you has rights. If you, the only time your rights are taken away is when you go into training. All rights are taken away, except your basic human rights. You still keep those, but most rights are taken away, and you earn each one back. You have no name in training. You must earn your name back. And when you are being punished, when you have a handler, punishment may include taking away the right. Maybe take away your cell phone. Maybe eating your head. Or he locks you in a dark room for so long. It's meant to make you think what you did wrong. Things like that. You may do uh, do things more harsh. Uh, I'll leave that up to the imagination of again. But it must be suitable to that thing. Think something that the handler thinks that will work on that. Sometimes that's the only way a pig will learn is to be hard. To tell him this is the way things are. You might have your rights as a human, but remember, you're human. You chose him and he chose you. He is putting your dog back. You are a submissive thing, a pig, a toy. Be used in any way possible. You are to accept anything. And you might accept who you are and what you are. But you have to accept the fact your situation, the way things are, what you are, who you are. You have to come to terms with that. And you have to be happy. Because if you're not happy, you're not letting your own money back. If you're not happy, you're not serving and giving your all. If you're not happy, then you're going to be miserable serving anyone. You're not going to want to do it. So you have to look inside yourself. Find yourself, your true self. That primal force come to terms with and be happy. You just do what you need to do, what you need to survive. That's what we can do, and what anyone will do. They will do come to survive. But you have a limit. Both you and her we coexist. It's exist at me. You're part of him, as much as he is part of you. If you break your honor, you break trust with it. When you go to him and you think he's the right one, it's nice to put your trust in him. Sometimes you put total trust in him on the first step. Is that right or wrong? But your total trust, all your trust in one person. No, it's not right, wrong. It's what you do. Because if you can't trust even a smidge about your hand or what you have, then you're going to be afraid. You won't feel helpful. Humility, all forms, being all kinds of names, dressing up in certain clothing, whatever, behavior, or shaping that. That's all humility. But you know what? A pig has to learn to accept that. And a pig has to learn to, it makes you feel good. I feed on it. I feed off of humility. You call me all kinds of names, I feed on it. It's something that you learn to do in training. Someone calls you a certain name. You have to learn to accept it. Because that is what you want. So why not accept it? Why not make it yours? Everything you do, it's where your hand up. But make it yours. Train it. Make it yours. These plagiarism. You're plagiarizing your aim, but you're making it yours, don't they? Because you're the one who's doing it. It's your talent. Give it to. Give it all to me. You want it. Okay. But you have honor, loyalty, being bullheaded, being stubborn, expressing your thoughts. That is all a human being. Knowing that he has rights, he is human too. You serve the king. You do it willingly and freely. You see what needs to be done, and you do it without him asking help. That is a pig. That is the way I was trained. Why order someone on what to do? Tell them what to do. If you know what needs to be done, and you even do it for him, so he doesn't have to tell you why you give your rights away. Because you're doing all this freely and willingly. So why give those rights away? He tells you a pig slip. Their master will tell them what to do, how to dress when you go out in public, how to wear your hair, or maybe he doesn't like facial hair or body hair. You have to shave it off. He tells you how you should be a pig without strength. Back in 1985, I still want to do sweat. Well, I know what to do. I know how to do it. Then why should I give my rights back? Um, let's talk about that for a while, okay? Once you meet up and choose, and he chooses you, once you choose him as your handler, so he owns. But owning does not mean giving away your rights. It does mean he, he can do whatever he wants to when it comes to doing the scene. It just means, yeah, he owns you, but you're giving him your trust to him. You're letting him do this because you want to. And you know your place. A pig always knows his place. So you don't need to give your rights away. You are your own person. You are your own thing. Everything you do for your hand. And that is how it should be. Do it for him. You learn. You grow. Both of you learn and grow. There's not a day goes by and not learn. Now, things when I met my him, we were like friends. But soon it developed into more than that. It developed into love. He is my partner, my healer, my husband, everything. He is everything. He is my world. But does that matter? If not really, no. Maybe the whole dynamics have changed, but you are his proof. He is yours, and he owns you, and you know that. You may love him, here for him. Serve him, give him all he wants. Give all of yourself, but you are his food. You do belong to him. You have chosen to be with one God for life. Piggy is the 24/7. It is commitment to a way of life. It is serving, teaching, and play. It is BDSM. It is discipline. And yes, punishment when you need to. It's knowing your place in the hierarchy. You are neither above or below your enemy, but you are be by his side. You protect him, you honor him, you respect him in all ways. You do what he wants you to do. You are big, you do lead him and play him. And if you do right, he will keep you. Even though he has put a collar around him. One day he might choose to take it off, so you're free to go. I don't, I want to, for whatever reason, he will unlock you to let me go. Honor is missed at that point. He's letting you go. And your honor is met if you're not betraying that honor when he takes that collar off. But if you do it yourself and you run away, you're betraying that honor, that loyalty, that trust. And how are you going to get it back if ever? Piggery is not simple, it's not hard, it's not easy. It's a way of life. It is a commitment. But what you learn from it is what you take from it. So before entering into training or finding a handler, look into yourself. Is this what you want? Do you want to do this? So it's the life for you to move in. Because once you're in training, you have a choice. Walk out that door or not. But if you give up, you're giving up on yourself. And a pig learns. You never give up. Not even on a dream. You don't give up. You take it. Take it by the point. And you go with it. You have chosen something. You have chosen a life. You have chosen a commitment. So walk out on that. You're betraying yourself. Be sure of yourself. Where you step in the game. Be sure it's what you want. Because once you're into this life, you will be reminded why. And you will be reminded who and what you are. What you will be used for. You. Only you make that decision. Only you can't commit. You are not forced to do anything. You can walk out anytime. It's your choice. But you're walking out on yourself if you do it. You're giving up. I am Piggy1, Master Piggy, and I thank you for stopping by, people. And this rant, well, this is my rant, and I end it. Have a nice day.